Hey guys, it's Kaylee again. Today I'm not sharing a poem. I thought I would just come on here and talk a little bit because, there's some not new, but I'm just relearning some lessons in a new way. You know, um, I think we all go through cycles where we're learning the same lessons, but we're learning them in new, heightened, or different ways, like when you learn in school, oh, life is hard because you can't finger paint all day long in preschool or whatever. You have to do other activities. And then you're like, oh, I got a job. Life is hard. And then you get real bills and things like that. And you're like, life is hard. That's just an example of a lesson. But I think that sometimes we beat ourselves up a little too much. And so I just wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. Life in itself is so precious. It's like a butterfly or a baby or a puppy. It's just so precious and so invaluable, but it's also equally as difficult. Every good thing comes with a challenge, a loss, burdens or pain, it seems like. But if you allow yourself to get too caught up in your mental and in your emotions or in the past, you are likely to miss out on the chance to truly live in the present moment. Because we're always being presented little opportunities to be in the present moment. And sometimes we skip out on those because we're too stressed. Most times, that is easier said than done. Personally speaking, I'm bringing myself into a space where I'm forced to be honest with myself. Hence my honesty with you. Sorry, I live with other people, so you may hear them. Oh, wait. Where was I? Oh. I'm bringing myself to a space where I'm forced to be honest with myself, and hence my honesty with you, my channel, and on my social medias and etc. And it's a new kind of healing. It's hard to be completely honest with yourself because sometimes it seems easier just to push out of sight, out of mind. But it's the difficult things that really help build our virtues and what we stand for. Another thing is past situations and past burdens, that's where they should and are going to, in my personal life, that's where they're going to stay. It is so not worth it to carry a chip on your shoulder. It's just an extra attachment of negativity. It's like carrying a chip on your shoulder is equivalent to negativity putting a personal leech on you. It does more damage to you than it does to them. You know what I mean? Also, the mistakes that you made in the past, let those go. It's not about how many fouls you make. It's about how you decide to come back, how you decide to move in the future, what you do to make up for the mistakes that you made. You know what I mean? Like who you decide to become and what you do to make up for it and how you own it. And if you own it and if you're honest about it or if you're shady. What person you want to be, that person that you could be, that highest self in your mind that you can picture. What person do you want to be? And asking yourself that and asking yourself, what are my virtues? What do I stand for? What is my code of honor? If today was my last day, what would my legacy be? Asking yourself those kinds of questions I find can be very therapeutic and help you open the gates to personal growth in a new way. And then how you follow up with that in healing and, in growth is working every day to be the best that you can be, even if that means yesterday you weren't such a great person because, you got triggered and you tripped out. Today let's try to be a little bit more mature about it. Don't beat yourself up. Just improve on the work you've already done. And after learning that, or after working through that, I kind of came to this place where, you gotta be ballsy enough to face those hardships with the bravest face you can manage, because life's always throwing you curveballs, and not all of them seem positive. They're very hard, they're very challenging. They push us to deal with things and face things that we don't want to deal with or face or think about or feel. But, you just gotta face it with as much dignity and as much courage as you can. And a lot of times once you face it, it's not so bad. And not beating yourself up when emotion boils up and over, but learning from it. You know what I mean? Because facing things that you don't want to face is already difficult. It's not a bad thing to get emotional. I don't care if you're a female or a male. It's not a bad thing to get emotional. You need to work through those emotions so that they aren't holding you back. You need assets, not liabilities. And that means your qualities need to be assets to you, not liabilities. So if you're beating yourself up all the time, you're always seeing yourself as a liability. And that's not fair to yourself. Anyway, I just hope that can resonate with some of you. And I hope that, you take what I say seriously. But if it can't, no harm, no foul. I hope that you are having a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed night, whichever it may be for you. Peace and love be with you.